us. I hope you're ready.
Hello everyone, today I thought we'd do another gameplay session with some commentary. I know you guys really like these, and it just so happens I had a really nice little session on Bob yesterday that I thought I'd share. Now, I mentioned in my latest gameplay video that I really want to start giving you losses in these compilations as well, because I think they're very important to learn from. This is going to sound like the worst humble brag in the world, but I actually ended up not losing any games yesterday. Which is why I haven't included it this time either, but just be aware that that's the reason. Let's look at the first game here. I had a mirror match against a Bob, so I just thought, you know, why not give you double Bob for the buck and include this game. I do something stupid right here and get launched like an asshole, and then yeah, I'm probably just going to drop this round. He does a meatball mix-up, which is not something that you should necessarily do with Bob. It's not a powerful mix-up stance or anything, but you can get some mileage out of it if you manage to frustrate your opponent or just, you know, catch them off guard with it. I get a counter hit 4 right there, which is a move I've mentioned I really like with Bob. It has some very decent damage on the combo, and it's very easy to counter hit confirm for what it is, even though Bob has these you know, small like sausage legs, these little fatty legs. It's a very respectable counter tool, even though it is a little bit slow to impact. See this combo here? You can see that I now do down forward 1 before the 4-3-4 ender, which is something that I just found out yesterday that you can actually add there to get a little extra chunk of damage, which pushes that launcher. That is my sort of standard combo off of that launcher now, and it sort of pushes that over 60 by a margin and does some respectable damage now, so I'm very happy I found that. Gonna do a hell sweep right there. And I think he, yeah, gives me one back in turn. Nice and fast. He does a slash kick. Slash kick is a move that I don't use with Bob. Maybe I should. I tend to use, you see these lariats here? That's what you tend to use, I think, with the character for gap closing purposes, but the slash kick is another good option that I might be underutilizing. Here I'm basically trying to push him into the corner, so I use a hell sweep, and I'm just lucky that his cross chop that he gets up with and my hell sweep overlap in a sort of lucky way where I'm able to connect. And then I just throw out some fast hitboxes at the wall to take the round. But a lot of mistakes, not really clean so far. And then I play against this Jack and I keep on making many big mistakes. So let's be on the lookout for them. 4-4 1+2 throw, something that usually gets broken around these ranks, but when it doesn't, it can be really good. You can get wall positioning with it. Here I'm trying to do some sort of multiple wall splat thing with the wall, but the angle's not right, and there's a lag spike, which was terrible, and then he does the 2-1-2, and I get hit by it. And this is a string that you should never get hit by when you're playing against Jack. Then he panics into a rage shot and does a shoulder that I can just block punish for the win, but be aware that that 2-1-2 that he did is not a move that you should get hit by with when you're playing against Jack, so it was very bad that I got hit by it. And then I think he was sort of surprised by the fact that it connected and he did a rage shot more or less by mistake, which ended up costing him the round. There I'm able to get a partial wall splat with the hell sweep, which gives me that round. And now I'm just basically, you know, you're on a 2 round lead and you start getting stupid because you get comfortable, which is not something I recommend. That was a very obvious hell sweep. Way too easy to block, way too telegraphed. A big whiff with the hop kick for no reason, because I thought he was going to do debugger. Even if it was a debugger, that hop kick is very high hitbox. It would probably have gone over the debugger anyway, so it's terrible. He lets me get the 2-1-4, which is another thing that usually doesn't work at this rank. Huge whiff on the lariat. It's a nice backdash by him and a good punish, but it was mainly my mistake, I feel. And he whiffs a debugger and I don't punish it properly. But the 2-1-4 is something that you can throw out to sort of test if your opponent's going to let you get a hit with it. It is a lot of really nice guaranteed damage on the floor. But a lot of people will also sidewalk it specifically to the right, and then they will punish you with a launcher. And if that happens, I either stop using the string altogether, or the next time I use it, I do the first to hit and I throw out a homing move to catch the sidestep. It's a little bit on the slow side, so you might get caught by a whiff punish anyway, and there I get hit by that string again, so you can tell that I'm way too comfortable. Big mistakes. But yeah, the forward 4 with Bob is my preferred homing move, and I think it's very good. Here I do manage to duck a throw though. After up forward 2 from Jack, I think is the input of that move. They like to do throws a lot, which is why I ducked right there. And here I just do some stupid meatball gimmicks to close out the round, which was unnecessary, but it worked. So far I'm not really impressed with my own technique, even though it's going fine. But next we're going to play this Armor King, a character who has become very popular since his introduction, and I play a lot of Armor King specifically around these ranks, you know, high red, low purple. They do that down back 3 that you saw right there. It's a move that's really working out for Armor King online, because it's, you know, launch punishable if you do block it, but when you don't, it's very powerful, and it has some intense crush properties. I see, you know, it go under mids a lot of the time. A lot of Bob's favorite mids for crushing those, like up forward 1+2 and his hop kick, will actually just whiff. He will completely AOP it and go under those with that down back 3, and then he gets a massive combo every time he counter hits. So yeah, dangerous move. And then he panics into a rage art here, which was very unfortunate, because if I'm honest, I felt like my opponent actually had that round. I was with my back against the wall, he had the momentum, and if he hadn't sort of panicked into the rage art and just gambled right there and tried to keep it compact, he probably would have taken it, honestly. Another down back 3. Still haven't visually reacted to a single one. And this time he just pokes me down right there. I should have moved backwards properly. If I had backed up properly, I would have probably been able to get out of all that offense right there. Here I'm sort of at a range where I might be able to get the wall, but I sort of underestimate the distance, so I don't get the wall from the throw. And I'm able to get one of these nice multiple wall splat wall combos with Bob. He's very, very good with the wall. Something that I've really been thinking about lately is how Bob loves the wall. He doesn't get that intense wall damage that you will see on characters like, I mean, Katarina obviously, but you know, Hwoarang, Brian, who get that massive chunk at the wall. But he is very good at specifically splatting. He has very good wall splatting tools. That's one of them, the wall bounce. But his power crush, his headbutt, they're all amazing. And then he can do these, you know, sidewalk or sidestep combos where he can do multiple wall splats. Like on this stage, I've splatted opponents and then, you know, walk to the side and carry them to a completely different wall, you know, the 90-degree wall to the left, let's say, and then down another wall combo. A lot of characters can do that, but I think Bob is very good at it. See right there, the headbutt is so good for the splat. And I catch him with down back 4-4-4, which is very easy to low parry, so it's not a great option to finish. You know, you shouldn't always finish the string, but it can work. Next we're going to play another Armor King. This guy, Ryukung, is a guy I run into quite often online. He's a very good player actually, but I get the feeling here that he might be slightly new to specifically Armor King, because I see some just sort of input misses and technical misses in his execution. But you can tell right here, you know, he's blocking hell sweeps, he's punishing properly. Managed to break the multi-throw that he goes for. You see right there, he underestimates and sort of limp dicks the range on his Shining Wizard, which is, like I said, just an indication that he's he doesn't have that much mileage on this character yet. Get the counter hit 4 right there. Very decent move. You can use that at the beginning of the round. Just be aware that it is 13 frames, so it's going to lose out to faster counter hit options. Here I try to reverse the positioning with the 2-throw to get his back to the wall, but the angle is actually wrong and I don't get it. And this is another Armor King who panics into a rage art for no reason, but unlike the last game where I felt like my opponent was doing it in desperation, I think this time it was actually just a missed input, because like I say, I think this is a very good player, and good players don't tend to panic into rage art all that much. I don't think I've actually used Bob's rage art a single time, because I prefer to spend the rage on the drive. So I think, you know, I don't know what the input for Armor King's rage art is, but I think if I look it up, I'm probably going to find out that there's another good move that has a similar input that he was probably trying to do in that situation that he sort of missed the input of and accidentally rage arted. That's the feeling I got, but you never know. And you can see right there, he wants to do a instant while running Shining Wizard, and he isn't able to do that either. So it's just somebody who's new to their character, but you have to respect the fact that he is trying to go for the difficult combo there, because when you're new to a character, the important thing is obviously not to win, it's to learn. And so don't if there is a more difficult combo that you want to learn, that you want to apply, practice that combo instead of doing something easier just because you want to win. Very nice. We're playing the same guy, by the way. I didn't revenge match him, but we run into the exact same player. A different stage, though. I actually like the stage quite a bit. I like the size of it. The reason I do this throw here is my back is to the wall. I want to get away from it. I want to push him across the stage to give myself breathing room. And then I do a terrible while running 3+4 there. Very easy to sidestep for him. So he takes the ball back, and now I'm in the corner anyway. And takes that. But look at that. You see how my opponent is like sticking me with a powerful wall bounce move and swinging at me at the end of the round. This is when I got the feeling that he might be a little bit frustrated about what happened last game, and that he's maybe playing a little bit angry. That's the feeling I got, and that's important to pick up on, because it usually means that a player is going to start the round out attacking, and they're going to usually get off the ground attacking. And which is why when I apply Oki here at the wall, I just go for some mids. And he does go for a get-up kick just like I predicted, and I managed to get that round. So I think an important thing is, like, if you can get a sense of if your opponent is playing on tilt, whether or not they're composed, that can give you some hints for where you should go in the mix-up situation. But it also means that you shouldn't give your opponent that kind of information. You know, don't necessarily like try and stick them with powerful moves and stuff at the end of the round and telegraph your frustration. Unless you're calm and you're just doing it for fun, of course. But yeah, if you feel like your opponent is maybe not playing to the best of his ability, then try and use that to your advantage. See big whiffs here, so I definitely feel like he's being a little bit too aggressive. Maybe not, playing completely composed. He's getting off the ground with attacks right there. I could have easily blocked that and killed him. I should have. I don't know why I didn't. And being upset is also something that's definitely going to affect your ability to break throws on reaction. So, very good player who has kicked my ass many times, but at that time I was able to edge him out. And now we're going to look at the promotion game against this Dragunov. I start with down 4-2 here, and the reason is a lot of Dragunovs just flat out start the round with down 2 in the beginning, and that would have worked as a countered option for that. Now I'm just backing up, and I'm waiting for the running 2, and I'm waiting for the running 2. And there it comes, and then I'm waiting for it again, and he does it again, and that time I properly sidestep it, which always feels good. It's the proper way to deal with that move. Problem is that I limp dick my whiff punish, and the reason I did that is, you've probably experienced this yourselves. When you manage to properly sidestep or sidewalk running 2 from Dragunov, he sometimes runs so far past you that your whiff punish whiffs, and then he whiff punishes you in turn, which is why I hesitated. But if I hadn't, and I just let the string rip right there, I would have probably gotten huge damage on the back and the wall. So, okay, here we go, looking for the wall, of course. I managed to get it, and this is another case where I feel like my opponent is probably not happy about how the match is going. And so I decide, I'm at a 2-round lead. Maybe I'll just try a cheeky counter hit here at the beginning just to see what happens. I have enough of a lead that I can take that risk, and it turns out I'm right. I'm able to turn that combo into momentum towards the wall, and I'm going to end that round right there and get the promotion. So it's going to be the last game for this session. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye for now.